Harpreet Singh Toor, a prominent community leader, a political activist, and a co-founder and president for South Asians for Global Empowerment, is poised to make a significant impact as he embarks on his journey to run for the New York Assembly. With a steadfast dedication to serving his community, Toor brings a wealth of experience and a passionate commitment to addressing the pressing issues facing New Yorkers. I had a chance to talk to Mr. Harpreet Singh Toor. Let's watch the short interview. Namaskar and welcome. Today I have with me the well-known community leader and political activist, that is Mr. Harpreet Singh Toor. And I would want to welcome him. Welcome, Mr. Toor. It's always a pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you, Piyaji. Thank you very much. Sat Shri Akal, Namaskar, Adab, and Shalom. Like I always say, we are blessed that we live in this city where, we can interact, we can play, and everybody is most welcome. And here we are, and I'm really honored to have a relationship with you for such a long time also.
Thank you so much. And I know and I want you to be talking about this good news which you told me, Pia. I want to share it with everybody. So please go ahead with the news.
All right, Pia. This is really, I think, very exciting for the community, South Asian community in general, but particularly for the Sikhs, that New York State from Nassau County, their Democratic Party, have decided to give me a ticket for New York State Assembly.
Wow.
Like in India, we can say for an MLA, to make it simple. So that's what it is about, and looking forward to being in this race and challenging the stereotype and breaking the glass ceiling.
Absolutely. And first of all, let me congratulate you for that. And I just want to know, especially, how do you feel? Especially you are, I think, the second Desi person or so, who has been chosen to run for assembly. So tell me, what motivated you to run for assembly?
Well, honestly, this is something, I'm still trying to digest some of it, even though in 2022 I was asked. I said no. This time again, they reached out to me and they said, no, we're doing it and you better be ready for it. And I just, tried to make within my mind the pros and cons, and I figured that it will be worth it for the community as at large. So I have jumped in. We just filed in the petitions, which is the regular process, and waiting for the next step. And lo and behold, I will be on the ballot. And interestingly, I will be on the ballot where it's going to be a presidential election also. So we're talking about Harpreet Singh Toor being on the same ballot where you have President Joe Biden and Donald Trump, Republican candidate. So it's a very exciting time.
Wonderful. And I think I'm honestly very excited because I know you have been doing an amazing work in the city. So tell me, what specific issues, or I would say challenges, in your community do you hope to address if you get elected?
Well, I think the biggest challenge, of course, besides being, forget about my look. Okay, we're going to talk about the issues. The biggest issue actually is, because of the social media, everything is so much screwed up. People are not talking to each other. They are talking at each other. They are not discussing the issues. They are just telling you that just listen to me and follow me, instead of having a proper conversation, then coming to a conclusion, And I'm surprised that with all these things going on happening in the world and how everything affects in today's world, in every individual in every country, that is being ignored. And this is something, which I would like to bring it on the table when I'm there. And I always say, and I'm going to probably repeat it before the end of the show, that if you're not at the table, you're on the menu. And I think we have been on the menu for long enough.
Right. So, Mr. Toor, I just want to, ask you again, how do you plan to engage, especially the youngsters? As I think you will be representing a diverse, constituency over there. There are a lot of, diverse people there.
It's a very diverse county, no doubt about it. That's why when I started the show, we talked about living in this part of the world actually make you to understand every issue, not from your perspective, but from the other people's perspective also, because I always try to listen to them. I always try to grasp from their perspective what they are thinking, why they are thinking, and wherever I differ with them, I don't hesitate, giving my opinion and putting my penny of advice. Whether somebody likes it or not, that's a different issue.
Wonderful. So tell me, like, what kind of experience or background do you bring to the table, that makes you believe that you will be highly successful in this role?
Well, when we talk about the background and experience, not only working with the elected officials, but also from a family point of view, it's interesting. Before I go into detail, I will mention something here. I was at this, some small get-together, some function, and my younger son was standing with me, and somebody met and asked me how many kids you have, and my younger son asked immediately. He said, yeah, "Are you talking about biologically or otherwise?"
Oh, okay.
So I have this, 25, 26 plus kids growing up in my house from every diverse background, interacting with them. So that actually has given me the perspective of how to raise the kids, listen to them, but at the same time try to keep them online so that they can be somebody in life. And also on my personal side, I would say that my wife's sickness and her death actually gave me about how hard it is to get proper medical care when you really need it. And you can literally go, from pillar to post to get the best medication, best doctors, but it's not as easy as it sounds outside when you talk to the people.
Wonderful. So let's talk about the vision you have for the future of New York City, and how do you plan to contribute to its development and progress?
Well, vision-wise, I think, I think it was Hillary Clinton who wrote this book, about, you need a village to raise the kid. So I grew up same way. Everybody knew who I am. They will come to my mom, my dad. They will tell me whenever I will screw up. And as soon as I'll come home, I will get pulled up, So I think that kind of community relations, it's breaking down, and we need to have that kind of community conversations again. Interact with the community. I'm not talking about just within your faith. I'm talking about the community where you live in. It doesn't matter what faith you believe in, what your looks are, what kind of your orientations are. Those are the least important thing. The important thing is where you live. That place should be something which you should be proud of, your kids should be proud of, and also your parents, they should also feel proud of that. Okay, here is somebody who has achieved something or who has done something.
Wonderful. And the question that's coming to my mind is how do you plan to prioritize issues such as housing, especially affordable housing, education, healthcare, and economic development?
Well, the district where I'm running from, education-wise, it's a really good district. We just need to have the fringe elements, whether those are on the left or right, to have the conversation to make the education better with the majority, not those the fringe elements on the left or right. And as far as the housing is concerned, I think on the housing side, we need to have a really serious conversation, because sometimes what happens, somebody moves into your house and it takes a long time before you can get that person move out of the house. The litigation and everything is so lengthy. And that is something which we need to have the conversation on. And I personally believe there is another factor which is being ignored, and that is that the big corporation, the Wall Street companies, they are hobbling up the individual houses and then they are putting them out either for sale at very high prices, or they are charging the rents which are out of the roof.
Wonderful. You know, before I say all the best to you and thank you so much for coming, any messages you want to give out to all our audiences here?
Well, basically, my message to your viewers is, first of all, thanks to you, and thanks to the viewers who are going to listen to me or who are listening to me. We need to understand one thing. Democracy is a participatory process. If we do not participate, we don't get anything. We end up losing without participating. So that is very important, number one. Number two, like I said before, that if you're not at the table, you're on the menu. We are always looking for somebody else to, when there are issues, how to get it resolved and where should I go. And here you will have somebody who is your own, who would understand not just the culture, but the issues and everything from every perspective, hopefully. And I think that is something big which everybody should be proud of, not just the South Asian, but everybody who lives in that district.
Thank you so much and wishing you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Pia. Thank you very much. And Sat Shri Akal to everybody.
Sat Shri Akal. Thank you.